in with choir. So so that is that. And then also I've always, well, not always, like once COVID hit and like we were all like stuck at home, I actually started getting to like songwriting. Like have wrote about songs from my past. Like I know Alex has heard a song of mine. I have a song called like 2015. It was about this ex-girlfriend that I was with, and uh, got with her right after high school. Like I met her actually at a high school prom, not at Pinson. I went to well, I did go to Pinson's prom my senior year, but then I also went to Spain Park's prom, and I met her there. And anyway, we were together for a little bit in 2011 to 2012. I got cheated on, and then a couple years later, I chose to go back to being with her, and I got cheated on again, and she was with a married man this time. So it was it was definitely a crazy situation. So 2015 is like a song about my experience with that, and her like having my friends like turn on me, and like I was kind of alone like a good part of that year. So, so I have never posted it, only just because I don't know if I have enough confidence to post it. But maybe one day I'll have enough confidence. Like, so there's some songwriting. Like, so there's some, like, I guess I've had like a little bit more love for songwriting and just writing just past experiences that I went through.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so there's that. Yeah, I see our fifth guest, Bella, in the background.
Sorry, she's like, I'm not giving her attention right now, and she's going crazy.
Yeah, you're all good. Yeah, how long have you had her now?
Let's see, it's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah, it was. I remember seeing her on like TikTok. I saw like one of your videos like had like 100,000 like likes. It was like,
Okay, so yeah, it had like I think it's got like almost 2 million views now. So I literally recorded that like in my camper and not thinking anything of it. And it wasn't for like 2 weeks. And it finally, I guess, I don't know, a lot of people started liking it and seeing it, and it just like blew up. And I'm talking about like my phone would die in like 10 minutes, like because there was so many notifications, and where I was living at, my service was terrible. So like my phone's sitting there trying to bring all these notifications through, and it was actually not as cool as it sounds. So
yeah, yeah. I don't know why. I remember that like video happening. I remember seeing it one time on like my For You page back when it came out, and I was like, whoa, a
yeah,
hundred like thousand likes.
yeah,
So
it's pretty cute video for sure though.
yeah, it
She loves
is.
to watch TV, and like I swear, I really do think she's like part human. There's something. She's
Yeah.
she's smarter than your average dog. Gets in
Yeah,
trouble a lot because of it too.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure. So, okay, so let's go into my next question. So, the next question is, who are some musicians, whether it's like a solo artist, a band, a composer, or you can name more than one, who are some like musicians that have inspired you to pursue music, or has like given you like the love for music?
So when I was little, my favorite band, even though I'm from Alabama, my favorite band was Little Texas. Me and my sister called My Love. They play music, y'all. I promise. They have a song called My Love, and my mom has one of those old, the huge video cameras that would sit on your shoulder. She has a video from that of me and my sister singing that song in our house. But that Little Texas was my favorite for the longest time. And as a singer, like I could never in my life sound like her, but Rita Tyler is by far my favorite female singer ever. I love her. I finally got to see her for the first time in concert in January. My sister had bought me tickets, so was going to surprise me with tickets and a weekend away for my birthday in 2020, but then COVID happened and it got postponed. So I finally got to see her in January, and my life was complete. Like I was like, I can die now. I've seen everybody that I want to see. Reba was literally my last person, and I'm good. I can die now. But Jesus hasn't zapped me out of here, so I guess I'm stuck. Um, and then another favorite, I sing better with men, and Casting Crowns is probably my one of my they're probably my favorite band. Like I listen to them all the time. But I love Josh Turner mainly because I sound like a woman when I sing him because his voice is so deep. Like I don't sound like I don't have to sing like a dude. I sound like a woman. And then that's pretty much that's probably my main singers. But like for me to get into band and stuff, my mom played clarinet, my sister played the clarinet, my aunt played the saxophone, my grandmother played the saxophone. So like all of my family went toward like the woodwinds and band, and I really love Louis Armstrong, so I went to trumpet. I was section leader every year that I was in band, and that's not talking about how great I was. It just says a testament to how bad the band was before my band director got there. The guy that for him had no idea what he was doing. We had 12 saxophones and 2 trumpets before my band director got there. It was interesting, but yeah. But look for the band part, and then Reba's probably my main reason that I like to sing.
Yeah, that's a really good like range of like singers and bands that you have. So did you go to West Blockton? Did they
I,
have a high school or
yeah, they do have a high school. But we didn't have like a choir and stuff there. Like when I was in school, they kind of expanded a little bit more into their sports and stuff. They still don't have a choir. But when I was in high school, it was either football, band, cheerleading, baseball, softball, or basketball. Like there wasn't swimming, there wasn't track, there wasn't golf, there wasn't, choir. It's a very small school, so we were very limited on what we offered. But my mom was actually in the same high school band. We were in the same band building and everything. Like from when she was in school, it got torn down this year, and I may have cried because that building was old. And that building was older than my mom for real. It needed to be torn down, but it's sad.
oh man. Yeah.
And I forgot to say another one of my favorites, and I've loved them from the first time that I heard them is Skillet. They are I like the rock part. I know you think country person wouldn't like that, but Skillet and Breaking Benjamin are 2 of my favorite rock groups. I love those.
Yeah, that's a really good like variety. Like I do love Skillet as well, and yeah, definitely Breaking Benjamin has some really good songs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how about you, Dell?
So, one of my first like favorite songs, I would say, like I remember making my dad turn this song on like before baseball games in Little League all the time was the Doobie Brothers. So there's a song they have. It's called "Jesus Is Just All Right with Me," and I don't know if y'all have ever heard it.
Actually,
that
yeah.
was like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, love
Great
that
song. Great song. Okay, so that kind of got me on the Doobie Brothers. That transition to Pink Floyd, Crosby, Stills and Nash, I would say is probably one of the most influential bands in my life, just because first off, nobody really even knows who they are, and then secondly, I just think it's basically 3 solo musicians that came together and made this ultimate band, and they didn't last very long. And then that's kind of like my couple big classic rock ones, and then grunge, the whole 90s grunge phase I'm really into. So like Days of the New and Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, bands like that. I love the grunge music because it's depressing and I like depressing music. So, I mean, that's just, who I am. And I can't leave out Stevie Ray Vaughan. So Stevie Ray Vaughan's probably my favorite guitarist of all time. And I felt like if he didn't die at such a young age, like he might have transitioned the whole rock genre into more of a bluesy genre. But anyways, I could go on about this forever. but I tried to pick out my top favorites. So.
Yeah,
Oh, and then, well, let me just say my new little country indie phase right now is definitely Zach Bryan, which I think is like the best lyrically of all time. Like nobody's even close to it. And then Tyler Childers, like him a lot too, which he needs to put some stuff out because I'm like everybody's sleeping on him, but he is really good. It's been a minute since he's put some stuff out.
yeah, and I've actually like heard some of Zach's music as well, and I feel like you both kind of have like a similar-ish like kind of voice. So like, I
Yeah,
can
I
see
think
why
so
you like
too. Yeah, and like so I write music too, but like haven't really put any of it out yet, which we'll probably get more into that later. But it's the first person that I started listening to his music, and I was like, wait, did I write this? Like this is like something I would write, you know? And it's just I don't know, you know, when you relate to someone, you relate to someone. So
Yeah, you got that right. So like, that's good that you found his music. So like, so
mhm,
because I could definitely see the similarities there.
for
So
sure.
how about you, Alex?
Um, Definitely has to go to Judy Garland. As a singer, as a performer, she was just everything. Nothing can top her voice, and nothing, and no one will. Her voice is very unique and very just like so good, so powerful. So Judy Garland has always been a inspiration to me. And then also Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. and Ella Fitzgerald, like any big band swing music. I listen to a lot of big band swing, jazz growing up. Um, and now it's more like I love listening to Brooke Lingerwood from Hillsong. I think she's amazing. I love Taya. She was Taya Smith, but she got married. I don't know her last name now, but she goes by Taya on the radio now. So Taya from Hillsong. But I also love Chris Tomlin and Jeremy Camp. Those people are really good. So singer wise, like just main singer wise, definitely them. But I also really love Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, love her. Paramore, Florence and the Machine. Who else? Oh, Sarah Bareilles. I love Sarah Bareilles. Her as a piano player. Myself, I'm just so intrigued by how she plays piano because it's so her chord progressions and the way she places the music. I just read her sheet music and I'm just like, how do you play this? Um,
Mhm.
but I just love Sarah Bareilles. I've always loved her since Love Song. Ever since she came out with Love Song, I fell in love with that song, and I've been a fan of Sarah ever since. So definitely those like a lot of I don't know, kind of a weird mix of jazz and like some indie rock and then some like classic rock. But I will listen to anything mostly if it's good.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, I love this. Like, so I like hearing all of your different perspectives on like these different singers and bands and all that. Like I said, I remember that song, that love song. I forget, like, it was like during like high school days hearing that song. So it's crazy how like time flies. Like, so, because I feel like I can still like remember like where I first heard it and all that. So, like, so she definitely has some good songs. Like, so I know you have a love for Judy Garland and The Wizard of Oz. So
I was singing Over the Rainbow for as long as I can remember.
yeah, and because you said her 100th birthday was like 10 days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 10 days ago. Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, her 100th birthday was then, and then you said that her version of what is it, A Star Is Born is better than Gaga's, you say?
yeah, I will say that.
Yeah,
I
I've
do
never.
love Lady Gaga though. Don't get me wrong, I do love her, but her Judy's Stars One is like top tier.
Yeah, like I've never seen that movie before of like any of the however many movies they have that like four of those now. Like
Well, it's sad. Don't expect it to be happy. It's sad.
yeah, so maybe I'll see if I get into